Good afternoon. Today I'm out here at another lake here in Kansas. I'm going to try for you guys. It's a beautiful day, by the way, and the water's nice, little breeze, normal for Kansas. Today we're going to try Bunnahabhain 12 small batch distilled. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey, Bunnahabhain is. It's an Islay whiskey, but it doesn't bring a lot of peat to the game like a lot of other distilleries do. Oh man, part of the cork fell apart there a little bit. Anyway, it's a neat whiskey. It's a unique one. Actually, I've only had a couple of Bunnahabhains. This has been one of them, of course. This has been 46.3% alcohol by volume, natural color, unchill filtered, exactly across the bottom of it's what it says. They do use some sherry casks, I think, in the maturation of this, in the distillation of this. I mean, my goodness, I can't even get my head straight. In the maturation of this, I'll read you back a little bit. Back in 1881, the Bunnahabhain distillery was established in a remote haven beside a natural spring on the rugged Isle of Islay. This wonderful location is an idyllic place for whiskey distillation, produces malts which take you on a voyage of discovery. Our 12-year-old is matured in sherry, bourbon, and whiskey casks. So what whiskey cask is, I don't know. For a tranquil balance of soft, sweet fruits, nuts, and a hint of seaside smoke. This is a malt with many layers to explore. Andrew Brown, distillery manager. Anyway, there's a boat across the lake. It's a golden, almost copper color. It's a lighter amber. It's not a heavy amber. Fairly viscous. Some legs running. I always like the name Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain. Say it fast. Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain. I've heard it said that way too. Oh, right up front. Right up front you get a bit of the sherry cask, vanilla, slight honey sweetness, and you just get a trace of smoke on this one. Get a little bit of smoke on this one. There's some deep red apples on this. Ripe apples. Little plum. There is some spice there, but it's not really a dominant spice. Maybe just a little bit of allspice. It's going for the palate. And you get a little bit of citrus. Get a little bit of berries. Definitely get a cherry raspberry thing going on, along with the vanilla. Almost a custard cream. The cherry raspberry thing works well. Then the apple brings up the background. We got a medium finish on this. Medium to medium long finish. Very mouth-watering. There was just a little bit of alcohol burn on the very tip of the tongue at the very start of the experience. On the sip, dissipated rather quickly. Again, citrus, apricot. I get apricot. It's not a bright citrus like a lemon or a lime. It's more like apricot. That get that apricot with it. There's a little bit of wood now. We've gotten into the finish a little further. A little bit of oakiness to it. Subtle, not bold. Still a little bit of smoke too. It's just a trace amount of smoke. It's not heavy. At 46.3%, a little water. Water brings out the apple more in the palate. The apple I was getting in the nose previously, now it comes forward in the apple, but it's that rich, almost apple pie, apple flavor, or apple Danish, for instance. It's not a fresh apple you take a bite out of. It's that sweet apple. Still that vanilla, still the honey, a little salty. Still got that cherry raspberry thing going on too, and the apricot. It's very fruity. It's very fruity, and it counterpunches that saltiness a little bit. And overall, this is I enjoy Bunnahabhain. It's a 12. It's a decent dram. They're doing it right. I got this in a gift pack with 2 glasses, but the glasses got packed up in the move, and I'm not digging them out. Or they haven't been dug out yet. Every bit trace of sourness toward the end. It's not heavy. It's not unappealing or unattractive. But it is still there. This one tends to build up strong at first, taper off. It's not a, some can be a sine curve, just like straight up, straight down. This is more of a long on the, excuse me for the burp. My whiskey burp. This one increases rapidly, builds to the crescendo, and it takes a long time tapering off. Most whiskeys do that. There are some that don't. Most whiskeys do it though. Now, just trace them out of a grape, red grape. Get a little red grape in there too. Very fruity. Spices they're there. Little allspice, I still get that. Ever so slight amount of nutmeg, not a lot. I can contemplate a long time on this. I think we've said enough and done enough. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed it up to this on the several drams I've had prior to this one. You can't tell it because it's that nice dark bottle, but there's about a third of it gone. A quarter, not quite a third. Pretty good stuff. I gotta give it a score. I'm gonna say for a 12, it's good. I'm gonna say it's an 87 out of 100. You got to remember when I review a Scotch, that applies only to Scotches. That doesn't apply to the bourbons or any other whiskeys I do. And so it's only on the Scotch single malt scale. 88 out of 100, or 87 out of 100. I'm sorry. Could be an 88. Could be an 88 if it had just a little bit more spiciness to counterbalance all the sweetness and the fruitiness on it. For me. And everybody's palate's different. Remember that. Well, we'll just end it right here. Remember, the spirit in your glass isn't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. Everybody have a good afternoon.